Hi guys, welcome to your Mindful Monday. So we're going to kick it off today with addiction and intelligence, and is there a link? Right, so we're told that addicts are thick, stupid, they're reckless, they're weak-willed, thick, stupid, yeah, daft, whatever you want to call it. But what if I told you that science has made a connection with intelligence and addiction? Nope, it's not clickbait, guys. This is real. I've wrote it all down, got all the points. So, for the past 2 decades, researchers have been doing sort of, research basically, collecting data, and they've uncovered a surprising pattern over several decades, over several studies, and it suggests that there is a link between addiction and higher IQ. So people with a higher IQ, they're more likely to experiment with substances, especially in adolescent and early adulthood. Okay, so one British study found that children with a higher IQ were scientifically higher and more likely to use drugs like cannabis, coke, later in life. And it wasn't a fluke because they did this pattern over and over and over and observed it all and everything. Thousands of people participated in it, and obviously they saw this pattern. So with higher intelligence, often means higher curiosity, okay, and sort of higher boredom, thresholds, and more openness to experienced traits that increase risk of trying drugs, basically. It's all on Google, you can Google it and you can ask your AI, whatever, but trust me, this, you've probably heard me say it over in my videos, because I've always known this, that addicts tend to have a higher IQ or higher intelligence level than somebody who isn't an addict. Tell me what you think in the comments, because I know some of you maybe not, won't agree or anything. And they develop obviously addictions through that. But why would a smart person try drugs? That's what you're going to say. And why would a smart person go to end up being an addict? Well, intelligence doesn't mean that you are immune to pain. In fact, many highly intelligent people feel more deeply. They think more clinically. They often struggle to switch off. That they're constantly in a mental overdrive, and that leads to anxiety, depression, insomnia, and self-medicating. Okay, some of the most brilliant minds have had addiction. Elon Musk, he's openly admitted that he uses substances to sleep, and obviously there's many more, which we will do a video on about that anyway. But the media paints addicts in stupid, low, criminal way, don't they? When the truth is, many addicts are hyper aware emotionally. They're intense and they're incredibly intelligent. People just can't find another way to survive, basically, another way to channel this energy. And then the stigma, obviously, that isolates people, stops smart people from, struggling to get help. And it makes society blind to the gifts of the potential of people who've been in addiction. I don't know. Recovery is something that, a lot of people, some people don't want to go and get help because of the stigma and the judgment. They might lose their job, might affect their job. People find out, things like that, and it's sad, really. It is. It really is. I've known, addicts who can run businesses, write poetry that would rip your heart out. The truth is, intelligence doesn't protect you from addiction, and nor does addiction take away your intelligence. So, if you've been somebody who's sort of been judged, you'll know how it feels, you know. Like when I've spoke to people or they've listened to my videos and left comments and said, you are quite intelligent, you. And it's as though they didn't think I would be, which I'm cool with that, you know. But, yeah, we're not all just... Don't write us all off. Don't write us all off. I hope that this video has challenged you into thinking things and maybe changing the way that you see drug addicts. And you know, when you do see one, don't stare, don't point, don't turn your nose up. Go on and speak to them. Ask them if they want a coffee. Ask them if they want a sandwich. You don't have to give them money. You don't have to give them money. A little chat and a sandwich and a cup of tea. I mean, if you've not got time to have a chat, that's great. You know, you're on your dinner hour, you know. But it's going to be great that you've offered that time to take them to Greg's to buy a sausage roll or, you know, reach out your hand. And remember, it could be anybody. It could be you next. It could be your child next. It could be your family member next. Because nobody's safe from addiction. Addiction doesn't care who it locks up and puts behind bars. But you just remember, you don't know how strong you are until strength is your only option. Please like, subscribe, and share me. That's my crazy one. So every Monday, Mindful Monday, I will be uploading a video, guys. If there's anything that you'd like to see me talk about, or you'd like to hear my opinion on, drop it in the comments. I'd love to do some ones that you actually want to hear about, and not just me picking them. Get involved with the channel. Don't forget, if you want to get involved in the gaining weight, if you're still suffering with weight loss through addiction, as we know, mainly highly likely you are, if you're or struggling to get it back, then drop it in the comments that you're interested. We'll have a chat, and yeah, we'll get that on at the end of next month. Or the end of this month, sorry. So yeah, see you soon, guys.